get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog, I ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. And I'm glad she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He had the green light to sling it last week. Over 450 yards passing. It's the Eagles and the...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. So here are the Vikings set to go to work. And they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we get a look now at the Eagles class from the 2023 draft, and maybe we should start calling them Georgia North, partner. 3 more Bulldogs added to their defense, all of them at good value, too.
And I let you know that the GM doesn't let schools get in the way of good drafting. Remember, he went to Florida, a big rival of Georgia, but he wants better players in Philadelphia. And defensive tackle Jalen Carter, pass rusher Nola Smith on day 1. And then how about later in the draft? Quarterback Keely Ringo, safety Sidney Brown.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards.
It's early, but it now a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down. As this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals, all have those types of thoughts, and then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing, Cousins.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's second down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This will be caught by Brown. Able to power through. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 7-7, our score after 1.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Hurts going to keep it running right. Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the 3rd-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Addison holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Cousins again. To Jefferson on the slant. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They go play action with Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We couldn't do it in football.
No, I think you can do it in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Couldn't imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing is Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And the second wave of tackles is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11.
Return of 89 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there on the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big one. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble and could have been trouble. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And a big one
here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to the running game with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones from 10 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
2nd down, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved, because
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete to Addison on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Cousins, meanwhile, throwing complete there to Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
At the 17-yard line.
Out. Call up, get it. Hey, 73.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Under pressure, they got him again.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Cousins to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a throw here to his running back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To about the 26 here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. For the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown for Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Over the middle, complete to Addison. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia.
Let me fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm sitting in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking